Hello YouTube, Saint Bob here of Saint Bob's YouTube channel. This is going to be quite a long video tutorial. Let me just explain what it is I'm actually going to be doing. The title of the tutorial is going to be what a new player needs to know when entering the game of Xsyon. So assuming you've never actually played the game at all, I'm going to show you a few things that you can do to help you get started out. Now, I'm not actually going to be showing or doing a video tutorial. I'm not going to show you how to do it because I feel that you need to be a free mind and you do need to do these things on your own and not follow what I'm kind of showing you what you need to do. What I am going to do though is tell you the things that I feel, my opinion, of the things that may help you ease into the community and also ease into the world of Xsyon yourself without actually showing you how to go about doing it. So in the meantime, whilst I'm actually talking and narrating the points and factors that I think are important, what I am going to do is I'm going to just basically swim across this entire lake just for the funsies of it. So I figured I might as well start now. There's nothing really to show you, it's all just going to be narration, so if you'd rather read up instead of listening to my voice, then go check out Wilbiny on the forums, his written post, because he's covered a lot of what I'm probably going to say in his written tutorials. This is just for people that find it easy to listen to people than to read. So let's just get started. So the first thing that you're going to do in the character creation screen, apart from actually create your character, is choose the location as to where you are going to spawn in the world. Now, there are a couple of maps out there. There's one that does show you exactly where the spawn points are, which I think Trado actually posted, and you can find that very easily on the forums. I believe it's in the Prelude section, so you can check that up, and Trados did a good job there. And you can actually see where you're going to spawn, where you choose is your spawn location. So you can have a quick look at that and see where you fancy being. Other than that, it doesn't really matter where you're going to spawn. Really, it really doesn't matter. So moving on from that, as a brand new player to Xsyon, you're going to have some choices really to make. Now the big factors, the big choices that you are going to make really is three. They're pretty obvious really. Are you going to be looking for a tribe to join? Are you wanting to be a solo player? Or are you wanting to create a tribe yourself and be a tribe leader? Now they basically cover the whole entire gameplay of the game in terms of what the things that you can do as basics. So I'll just go down the list really and just explain the certain elements of what you're going to need to do to look for a tribe, what the things you're going to need to do to be a solo player and actually play the game by yourself, and survive as well. And then obviously we'll go through how it is you're going to create a tribe and the certain things that you need to take into consideration when doing so. So let's just start with the first one then. Are you looking for a tribe? So if you are looking for a tribe, then you need to stop here right now. Go to www.xsyon.com, go to the forums, go in there and you will find the tribal nations section of the forums. Then look into those three threads there. There'll be a place for tribes to actually advertise themselves to new players and also existing players who are looking for tribes. So you can click on them, see what the tribe is offering, see what alignment the tribe is, have a look to see if there's even any if there's actually any requirements to join, or if there's any sort of tribe guild website that you can go onto, a tribe website, external website. So you can take a look at that, and obviously you can then choose if you decide to contact them in game or not, or send them a PM. And there's also a section there to advertise yourself. So even if you are an existing player or a new player, it doesn't really matter, you can still use this feature, and this allows you to say, hey, I'm a new player, I'm looking for an established tribe to help me on my my progress. Or if you're an existing player, this is where you can put your skills, your levels of skills, your crafts, anything that you may feel might appeal to tribes. So that's basically where you can advertise. So that is pretty. It's a pretty good feature. Eventually, as especially eventually as the global chat will be disappearing soon, come release. So communication is going to be quite harder and more realistic. So obviously that's going to be going. So the forums is going to be quite a main place to hang out, really. So once you've found a tribe, basically what you need to do is ask them which spawn point they're close to. I mean, you may want to look for a tribe that is close to you already. However, if you don't really mind deleting your character that you've got now and then recreating a newer one at a spawn location that is closer to the tribe you've decided to join, then that's probably your best option to do that. The reason being is, as you can see, I'm now travelling through this lake right now, and it's taking me quite a while. Now, I would, if this was me going to create a new character and wanting to create to join a tribe, then I would definitely look at deleting this character and trying and creating one closer in terms of spawn points to the actual tribe I've decided to choose. So yeah, you might need to re-roll. If you do, then obviously it's going to be easier for you. Hopefully, once you have found your new tribe, and you've been invited through the forums or through the tribe website, then what you're going to need to do is you are going to have to travel to them in order for them to physically invite you into the tribe. You can't do it across worlds. You do need to be in basically face to face with somebody that can invite you. So once you've done that and you've managed to get to your tribe, then hopefully the tribe itself is going to be established enough, or there's going to be a person in there that's going to be able to help you out and help you progress as a player and as a character in the game. However, if there isn't, then you can again go on to www.xsyon.com, go to them, go into the forums, ask anything you want there. And the community is really friendly, really mature, and you will find somebody there who is willing to help you, probably more than one person that's willing to help. If however you need some help right away, you need an answer straight away on how to do certain things in the game, then I would suggest using the /H in the chat to go into the help channel. Now this is mainly used to contact GMs, guides in the game, to actually basically help you get out of sticky positions, such as getting into a hole that you can't get out of, or things like that. Or if you're completely lost and you've no idea where you are, then perhaps the /H might help you out a lot. So really that is everything I need to say really on are you looking for a tribe, because that is eventually what you're going to be doing and what you're going to need to do in order to find one. So what we'll do is we'll move on to the second point that I've got here. Okay, so are you wanting to be a solo player in the world of Xsyon? So the first thing that you're going to do is basically, or the first thing that you do need to do as a solo player is explore. I'm assuming as a solo player you're going to want a place to live, a base or a little hut that you can place all your objects, place all your possessions, things like that. So the first thing that you need to do really is go out and explore your surroundings. Now this can take anything up to 30 minutes, 2 hours, 8 hours. It could even take you a couple of days to find what you would consider to be the perfect spot for you to live in the game. Now I can't stress how important it is, guys, to really take your time in finding a really nice place, purely for the fact that once you've built your first house, or whatever variant of house you decide to build, you can't actually salvage that house and take away any of the parts that you've put into it once it's created. So if you've spent, say, half a day gathering the resources for your first hut, and then you decide that you want to move somewhere else, well, you've kind of just wasted like half a day. So you really do need to make sure that you are picking the most appropriate place for you to place your your little hut or your little place of residence. So what kind of things do you need to actually consider when picking your place or deciding where you're going to put it? The first thing that you need to consider really is resources. What kind of resources do you have locally to you that you aren't having to run so far away that it feels like it's a chore to actually go and gather things? Well, you need to make sure that you're close to at least some sort of water supply, purely for the fact that now water and food does affect your character levels in terms of skills, in terms of energy, things like that. And obviously water, it gives you your water to drink, it gives you your food as well to fish with, and occasionally you'll get limestone from it if you are in the right area. So that is one thing that you do need to consider. You also need to consider, are you close to stone? Now if you are anywhere near a mountain, then really stone isn't going to be a big problem, but you need to try and look at what variants of stones you've got around you. Granite, limestone, there's a whole different kind of rocks that you do need to take into consideration. So just scout around a little bit, see if you can find a decent variance of rock. You definitely need trees. No one can live without trees. You need trees to create walls, to create anything really of architecture. You need that. Also, probably the most important one over stone and trees is going to be the junk piles. Now these junk piles, if you've watched my scavenging videos, is where you get valuable items that can be scavenged, such as metal, leather, cloth and plastic, and also every now and again you will come across something really valuable, and you'll be able to use that for some really cool things. So that is something that you do really need to take into consideration when picking your spot. Also, with picking your spot to put up residence, is what are your initial surroundings like? Let's say you've now decided that you found the perfect spot so that your tribe totem, because let me just quickly explain here why I've said tribe totem. In the game right at this moment in time, pre-release, just after it's 2 weeks to release, then at the moment in time, in order to actually build anything, you need to be in a tribe. Now the game allows you to be in a single man tribe, and so that's what you need to do in order to set up residence. However, when the release comes, I believe the devs have said that they will be eliminating one man tribes and allowing anybody to build anywhere, but when you build somewhere where you don't have a tribe, it's going to be prone to attacks, to thieves, things like that. You're not going to be safe, basically. So that's why I'm saying that you need to put down a tribe totem. Also what you need to remember with your resources, guys, is just make sure that when you decide that you're going to put your house or your tent or whatever you decide down and actually start building it, you need to know that you're going to be at least close to as many resources as you can. So remember to pick a place that is close to near enough every single resource that you can possibly find, because the last thing you want is having to travel half a mile, and taking an hour to get there and an hour to get back, because it's just pointless. So other than the resources then and the distance from your resources, what you do need to consider also is what your initial surroundings are like in terms of terrain. Now what I mean by this is are you basically in a flat or wide open area? Have you chose to be on the side of a hill or on top or bottom of a mountain or a hill? Are you in a valley? Are you surrounded by mountains all the way around you, and are you at the bottom surrounded by mountains? Basically the reason I say this is purely for the fact that, one, it's very nice, it's picturesque, it's very scenic, it looks good, it looks like it's a nice place to live, but more importantly you need to consider where you are